Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first in the next cycle of the administration to the Built Heritage and Planning Policy Working Party. I see some familiar faces, so that tells me that at least some of us enjoy being here at the Working Party. I'd like to welcome those new members in particular. Thank you for taking an interest in being on the Working Party, and I'd also like to thank some retiring members, people like Councillor Pearce, Councillor Pauline Grove-Jones, Councillor Kershaw, in particular Pauline Grove-Jones, who has given unstinting service to matters in planning, being former chair of the Development Committee, for all her wit and wisdom down the years. So a little bit of housekeeping first of all. I would urge you, if you would, to either mute or turn off your mobile phones or any other device that might make an interruptive noise. Except, I suppose, pacemakers. If anybody's got one, we don't want to be switching those off. And if there is a fire, the bell will go. It will be for real. So you should make your way to the staircase, not the lift, and go down smartly but determinedly to the exits, either at the front or rear of the building at ground floor level. So having said all of that, what I would like to move on to next is to introduce those members of the council, or officers of the council, should I say, here present to announce themselves for clarity for people particularly watching us on eDemocracy on YouTube. Mark.
Good morning, I'm Mark Ashwell. I'm the Planning Policy Manager, and I also manage the Conservation Design and Landscape Scheme team at the Council.
Good morning, I'm Lauren Gregory, Democratic Services Officer.
And I'm Emma Denny, I'm the Democratic Services Manager.
Yep. Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah Todd-Hope, I'm the Senior Planning Policy Officer.
Thank you very much. Right, so moving to the agenda. First up, apologies for absence.
Thank you, Chairman. Apologies for absence have been received from Councillor Gary Bowl. On this occasion, there was no substitute available.
Thank you very much. Next up is public questions. Don't believe we have any, but
None received.
yes. Next, minutes of the meeting. I think you've all had these in your agenda pack. We're going back in time, aren't we? Back to Monday, the 20th of February, is it? Oh, grief. Yeah, okay. It's a bit of a test of memory, this then, isn't it? But I'm just checking these for accuracy, basically. There are 12 pages. I'm not going to go numerically through each page. I trust that everyone has had the chance to read them. Do I have any challenges to the minutes? Anyone? Just give you a little bit of time to have a quick look. No. Right, can I have a proposer, Councillor Fisher, and a seconder, Councillor Heinrich? All those in favour? Thank you very much. I'll sign those and one word. Right, next up, items of urgent business. No items of urgent business. We're rattling through this, aren't we? And next is declarations of interest. Now, as we have, particularly for the benefit of people new to the Working Party, we do have a a standing report or advice note, which is on page 13, and a handy flow diagram on page 18 of your paper agenda pack, which guides you as to whether you should have any interests, pecuniary or otherwise, to declare. So I'm just going to ask you formally for the record if anyone has any interests to declare. No? Okay, thank you very much for that. Next is any other business decisions. Chairman, I don't have any items for that. So we go into the one and only meaty item, which is unusual. We normally have more, but here we go. On the health protocol update. So I trust we've all had a look at the report from Mark in the papers and the draft protocol, as it were. I think this first came in, was it 2016, 17 or thereabouts? We've had a revision, I think, in 2020 or 21 thereabouts. So we're looking at really a second revision or edition. So it isn't something that's brand new. And what it does is it formulates assistance to making policies in our local plan, which, as we know, has been submitted to the inspector for examination already, and is progressing quite efficiently at the moment. So I'm not sure whether, does this have the status of a supplementary planning document, or is it specialised status of some sort?
No. So I'll just explain the background to this for new members in particular who've not seen it before. So one of the most cited objections or concerns that the public raise in relation to development, and particularly housing development, is that it's often not matched with investment in health services. Can't see a doctor. When I want an ambulance, one doesn't turn up. And basically this sort of mismatch between growth in North Norfolk and elsewhere in the country and the delivery of health services. What this protocol does, it won't solve all of the problems, is it establishes sort of rules of engagement between the various planning authorities in the county. So it relates to all of the planning authorities in Norfolk and parts of Suffolk, and those people who provide health services. And it establishes how basically we should talk to each other about development proposals, when should planning authorities consult health providers, and what is our expectation in terms of the health providers coming back to us and giving us advice about how we, one, go about preparing a local plan, and two, how we determine planning applications. And there's a couple of things in the protocol around expectations. One is that major development proposals, significant development proposals, should complete a checklist, and that checklist tries to identify the things that would have an impact on health when you're dealing with development. And the other is given the opportunity for the health bodies in particular to seek contributions towards enhancing health provision through the application of model, which I think is referred to as the Hoodoo model, which essentially is a way for them to sort of profile how growth might have an impact on the delivery of services, and ask the development industry to contribute towards enhancing those services through the planning application process. As the chair's pointed out, this protocol has been in existence for a little while now. It's periodically reviewed. This is the second review, so it'll be the third version of the document. It goes through a process of endorsement by all of the health organisations, county council, and all of the district council planning authorities. And it is prepared and sort of put together under the duty to cooperate, which is a sort of member forum where members of all district councils produce this type of, I'm going to call it standing advice or best practice. It's not supplementary planning guidance, that's got a slightly different status. which each of the partners will endorse and agree to follow. So if we sign up to this, we are saying we will consult health